Mimic Maya says, Mehran, after 7 months after the breakup, I feel better. Hey guys, before I continue, please click on like before you forget, and make sure you don't forget any video that you watch, like it. We need more and more encouragement for others to see that the value in the contents are there by your certain signals to that effect. And he says, after 7 months, he says, 7 months after the breakup, I feel better, but what to do against the before the breakup timeline? It's like when some friend is telling a funny story in the past, the first thing I ask myself is, was I still with her in this moment? Or was that in the time when we already broke up? I don't understand. And who cares? You're focusing on that too much. Just see the joke or anecdote or whatever it is for that what it is. If it makes you laugh, pleasant, react to it. If it doesn't, let it go. Don't think about it much. Don't try to investigate. Now the Scotland Yard coming to investigate. Was I there when this joke, as actually the time of it, the timeline was happening? Who gives a shit? Move on with your life. Live with the now, present. The now I. The now I, not the I of the past. Focus on that. Live your life. Don't waste it in the past bullshit. Was I there? Well, who cares? You were, you weren't. How do you feel now about that joke? That's it. Either laugh it off or just move off. Don't worry about it. Don't make a big deal out of these things. Mimic Maya says, it's like a border in my lifeline after and before the breakup that makes me sad when I am happy, and when I randomly remember, oh, at that time I was still with her. I hope you know what I mean. Yeah, I know. It's all bullshit. Because what you're doing is simply trying to make the time you were with her as the best time of your life. That's because you haven't had any of the experiences that awaits you in the future. And now comparing to what it was in the past, that time era seems to be the best part of your time, best part of your life. And you're comparing everything with that. It's like you had some wonderful, delicious food, which you didn't have as delicious food as that before you had that meal, and you haven't had any more delicious food in the future that you will have, but you haven't had it because the future is not here yet, and you constantly think that food was the best in the world. Well, it was the best in the world because you didn't have anything better than that until then, but you haven't had the other kind of food available that you haven't gotten to it yet, which you will. And yet, you've decided that this, therefore, is the best of those. No, it's the best until now. And since it's no longer even now in actuality, then it's not even should be considered as the best time of your life as part of your point of reference. Why? Because it's no longer in existence. It's the food you ate. And the food that you ate and is no longer in front of you to eat cannot satisfy your hunger better than the food that is in front of you, but it's not what you did have once before. The food that is in front of you, which is, I don't know, a hamburger or a French fries or a piece of meat or just a simple sandwich or whatever it is, a simple food in front of you that's far more valuable and necessary and should be appreciated than the one that you ate 2 days ago and was elaborate food, but it's no longer here, has no actuality and reality to it, cannot help you with the hunger of the now. So the one that is in front of you, no matter what it is far more valuable than the one you had, that elaborate food, a month ago. Because that a month ago one is dead, non-existence, is no good to you, cannot do anything to you. A memory cannot be food. The food in front of you is the actual thing that you should appreciate, focus, and enjoy thoroughly and get your nourishment from it. That's the one that is the best food. Now, you focus on that timeline, on that food. That's the one that needs and deserves your attention. That's the reality. That food. Learn to enjoy and appreciate that food in front of you. Say, yummy, I love it. Why? Because that's the only real thing. That's the only thing that's going to help you stay alive. The one that you ate 2 months ago is not going to help you stay alive now. That helped you then. That's it. Finished. Don't bring that over here. It has no value here. Worth nothing. What's worth is what's in front of you, the reality. So the timeline that is worthy for you is now. I don't care what bullshit you got in your head about that timeline. Was I there? It was nice. Or you want to live in there? Is that going to give you an actuality of life? If you live in your memory, it's the same as saying, oh, I used to have a steak this thick, or this vegetarian food, it was so delicious. Who gives a shit? It's not even here. This is the only food that you have in front of you. You better love this. Get the nourishments from that. That's the one, your friend. That's the real friend. That food, not the one that doesn't exist. Understand that. Live your life now. What it was, nonsense. Doesn't exist. Therefore, has no value anymore to your present needs and life quality. Mimic Maya. All right.